temperature hot, you know where you go. You say anything, you put your mind to your conquer. You're smart and you read up good literature. Stand like a sword and a little miniature. No, them can't run test man here. Tell them respect, you are empress, you are lioness. And you light up a room in a darkness. Say you ever blessed, you make progress. In yourself, you are invest. Black princess, you flawless. Are you control this? You are the best.
Presented by
I tell no lie, I ready to jam on something. I tell no lie, I'm in cities and the pumping one. But I refuse to let this stop me, no. No, I'm a back by night side. Oh, yeah, yeah. Let's see my demise, no. Look beyond them in the sky. Oh, yeah, yeah. My soca is lifelong. So I go jump around with no body. What you want?
Good evening, and welcome to Dissect.
Good evening.
What's up, Jules?
Hey, Navi. Good evening. So we have an action-packed show for you. This evening, it's a Mother's Day special. We are so excited to be coming live, and we have 4 beautiful ladies that are going to be speaking to you throughout the show. I want you to take note of the number for the WhatsApp number. We're going to be giving away prizes this evening, and the prizes are going to be, this evening the prizes are not going to be given away, but next weekend they will be. So you have to listen from the top of the show to the end of the show for things that we say and that the guests are going to be saying in order to win those gifts. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce the special guests that I have on the show, that we have on the show, and that is Hermina, George, Selena, we have Hegana, and we have Swingin' Janice. Welcome, ladies.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
We have Navi's back.
For a quick second.
So, ladies, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Dissect team would like to thank you for being on our show this evening. It's the first time that we're having a Mother's Day special in this way. There's many things happening today, so we're running a great ad because we're being sponsored by Dr. HD Dance Therapy, and we'll tell you a little bit more about that in a little bit. But where do we start? Navi, which guest do we want to start with? We have so many beautiful ladies on the panel.
I know, right? Well, let's start right next to you, Miss Hermina George. Welcome to the second time on this episode of Dissect.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So let's just run through a little quick background of Hermina. Hermina, you want to tell us what it is that you do?
I'm a singer, songwriter. I perform all over Dominica. I'm from Bellevue Chopin originally.
Right.
I've been singing all my life. I'm sorry, I'm just coming off a cold right now, so if I have to,
Right.
I'll just have to leave and go to it and come back.
Right.
So, yeah, I was born in Roseau in the Princess Margaret Hospital, and I've been singing for all my life, and I guess I'll be doing it for the rest of my life also. And that's my joy, my pleasure, my everything. And if one day I couldn't do it, I don't know what will happen to me. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, and we'll go to the beautiful lady, which is situated under Hermina. Selena, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, guys. I'm Selena.
I am originally from Jamaica and now I reside in Toronto, Canada. Me myself, I was from I was born, my mom told me that I was singing ever since I could speak. Always
Mm,
wanted to sing. I'm a singer songwriter, sorry, and also a business owner.
Mhm.
Currently trying to build my career in the music industry. Starting out a little bit late, but it's never too late for a shower in, right? So yeah,
right.
that's
Right.
just me enjoying the ride.
Nice.
Thank
And
you.
this is not to be rude. You'll find out why I do this in a minute. I'm gonna jump the one in the middle, and I'm gonna go to the end. Miss Janice, can you tell us about yourself?
Well, my name is Janice Williams. Um, no, I'm Janice Williams Russell. I am actually a mother of three, and just fitting this Mother's Day that my last boy just turned 20.
Nice.
So
Nice.
um, basically, I'm a mother of three, and one of the most wonderful experience. And that's about it, really.
All right. Nice.
Okay.
And of course, we're gonna go back to the middle. And the reason I did that because she is actually sponsoring this program of Dissect for you guys. So, Miss Heganda, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, everybody. I am Hegana Dorival. I'm co-founder of Dr. HD Dance Therapy. I'm a mother of biologically two, but I always have a mother of six. I have my little brother, I have Tony Lee, and my goddaughter. I consider them my children, and my three dogs. I am a dancer, a professional dancer, but I am a teacher by profession. A lot of people don't know that about me. I have been a teacher for almost 15 years.
Right.
But yes, I am a dancer. I've been a dancer since I knew myself. I just like to dance. I love music. That's basically it.
Nice. Well, again, ladies, welcome to Dissect.
Yes, welcome, welcome.
And let me be one of the first to say Happy Mother's Day to you guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
And hey, Ghana, thank you for sponsoring this episode of Dissect as well.
My pleasure.
So, where do we start?
All right, this.
I I think I want to start with a tough question because I'm sitting around mothers, and you all have your careers, obviously. So let's start with the toughest question. I think, how do you manage the kids, your business, whether it's singing or your dance classes, putting on events? Um, Hermina, let's start with you. How did you manage, when you had your son and having to go sing and, you know, do
Uh,
motherly stuff?
I must say I'm one of the lucky ladies because my mom lives with me.
Right.
My mom and I'm married. My mom, my husband, and my cousin used to live with me. So anytime I had to go and perform, they used to take care of my son. So I never really had a problem anytime I had to go perform. Sometimes I would bring him with me or bring her and him with me. So
Right.
somebody would have to be with with him while I was on stage, or he would be on stage with me.
Right.
Oh,
I used to sit next to the drummer, and he would be on the stage with me.
Okay. So, so that explains why he's into music himself.
Yeah.
So we're gonna pass that question right on through you to all four of you. So, Selena, how did you manage, or how do you manage having to deal with,
Well, I have a great support system. I have the best husband in the world. We share duties. My mother is just around the street from me. Also, my sister lives just around the road from me. And for me personally, I prioritize things. At the beginning, when I was just a new mom, it was a learning experience. You don't know what to do. People tell you a lot of things, but you just gotta be in the situation yourself. So I
right?
literally had to put myself in a position where I figure out what was more important, and just prioritize things and write things down and get things done in order. That made sense. and leave my stress.
Great, thanks for that answer.
Yes.
And
Hey, Ghana.
Anna.
Well, you know that saying, it takes a village.
Yeah.
Well, I had a village. I had my grandmother, who was the backbone, my sister, my mom, and my friends who became family. Everybody, just chip in, helped where they could, even babysitting, or probably just coming to support. And then, because as a dancer, dance was my escape. It was never like a job per se. It was more like something that I could go into to escape from all the stress that I had. So having that support system is key. Having the people around you, just helping you gaining motivation. That was it for me.
Nice. So and then who take care of the two dogs?
My dogs are well behaved and well trained, so my kids take care of them now.
Nice. Swinging Chan. Say question. Your mic is muted.
I guess I'm the only one that was a teenage mom,
Right.
because when I got pregnant, I was a teenage mom. And so the village really helped raise, my son with myself. And it was basically an easy task, because in those days, the villagers helped with raising. And I had a great support system as well. And everywhere I went, my son was on my side. So I think in those days, it was pretty easy.
Right.
And then, of course, I had two more sons. And again, I had a good support system. I think just love being a mother made everything easier. So for me, it was easy. I think it's a wonderful feeling to manage work and kids, especially when you love kids. And I think it's a breeze.
Okay.
Interesting.
Do we all agree that it was a breeze? Can we all?
No.
Moments, but yes.
I mean, what can I say? Sometimes it comes with the good and the bad. Everything has the good and the bad,
Yep.
because, kids, one time they'll listen to you and do what you say, and the next time they'll listen to their friends and do what their friend want them to do. So it can be both good and bad. Yeah.
Okay. So how many of you are at the stage right now, have teenagers or kids that are still in school that are going through those situations where they listen to you sometimes and sometimes they don't? Or does that happen all the time for children? It doesn't matter what age they are.
It doesn't matter what age they are.
Well, girl, for me, I just give the look. I don't know. My kids are scared of me, so I think they get in line.
Well, mine, I don't want to say they're the best, but they are. I raised my kids again with my grandmother, so we had that old school raising your kid the old school way. So from birth, they just know. They know what's acceptable, what's not acceptable. I have the best kids. They know what is right, what is wrong. They just don't. And they don't even think about it.
Right.
For me, my kids, I told them from day one that they're Canadian, they're gonna be growing Jamaican. I run my business home, and to be honest, sometimes people are here for 8 hours, and they're like, when they actually come by to say hi, this is what we want, and they're like, oh my God, I have kids. So I'm with Hermina. Is it Hermina? What's your name?
Yes, Hermina.
Yes, my kids, I raise my kids the old school way also. They have to have discipline and they know when to be seen and when to be heard. So yes, that's true.
But you
Yeah,
know,
I have to say hi to Arnold. He's saying hi to me. Hi, Arnold.
Yeah, so tonight, ladies, you're gonna see a lot of comments flashing across the screen. We will be able to read those out to you, and for sure, shout out whoever you want to shout out. We also have a phone number that's going to be coming through. It's a WhatsApp number, and we're going to be encouraging people to send messages, voice messages, text messages, to send their questions and happy Mother's Day greetings. And so we're open to game tonight, right, ladies?
Yeah.
Navi, sorry.
it's,
I'm
it's
leaving
all
you.
good. I'm enjoying this. I'm in good company. I can't complain right now. I don't even have to say anything tonight. I can sit there and smile.
Yeah.
But okay, with all the quiz that we're gonna do later, listen for the Q answers. All right. Hey, Ghana, what got you to do the HD therapy?
Ah, dance therapy, HT dance therapy. Okay, so it was in 2018, right after Maria just passed us, and unfortunately, my son's dad passed away. Like he was buried the Friday before Maria, and between September and December, I was going through a very rough time, having to deal with death, having to deal with losing everything from Maria, and it was just overwhelming. I can say it, I can say it strong and boldly that I ended up in the hospital in the psych ward for a few days because it was that bad. And then my friend Donella in January, after counseling, getting out, my friend, as I said, you need a good support system. She was like, hey, Hannah, we love to dance. And there are a lot of people going through the same situation that you're going through without an avenue to push it out. Why don't we do something that they can, come and dance, free up themselves, like just find a place that they can feel good about themselves. And she's like, let's do a dance class, not just for dancers, but for everybody. So we decided, we sat down for a while, we thought about it. Within like 2 weeks, we had Dr. HD dance therapy, Donella Riviere and Hagan Adorable dance therapy.
Wow.
And people just, our friends, they came on board, and it's 4 years down the line, and people are like, this is a place that I can come. I don't have to be a dancer. I can get through fitness. I can help lifestyle, a place I can just come and burn some calories, just detox from everything outside of the world, and that's how dance therapy came about.
Interesting.
You just said like a keyword, burn some calories. Like, do you do virtual classes as well?
Yes, of course.
Oh, you do virtual as well?
Yes, actually, we have had clients in London. We've had clients in New York and Boston, I think. But the only issue we're facing is that our classes are 6 to 7 Dominican time, and we had our clients at 11 in the night, waking up her family because she's so dancing and enjoying the music, and But we got to try to figure out. We're still working. Our business is very young still. We're working on ways to incorporate doing Zoom to accommodate our international clients.
Okay.
But yes.
Nice.
And Swinging Jay, before you got into right now, I know you put on the events in Toronto, but before you got into that, you used to sing calypso music, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Was that something that that was always in you, or was that something that was introduced to you? Like, somebody said, "Hey, I think we should get into calypso."
I think when you're blessed with a gift, it is somewhere inside of you. The first time I went on stage, I was 7, and it was at the St. Gerard's Hall, and I sang "My Name is Dr. Love." And of course, when I went to the Dominica Grammar School in '79, I began singing calypso, and so I guess it was always inside of me. But there's a part of me that people don't know. I'm really, really shy, but then when I get on stage, for some reason, I come alive.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was always inside of me.
Okay, nice.
Thank you.
And so, Selena, what made you want to take your singing to a professional level?
I was a little girl growing up in Jamaica. I always wanted to pursue music, but opportunities were not there. I grew up in a poor family, and back in the days, it was a little bit more difficult to get your music out. You had to be signed to a label, you had to have a certain look, you had to be a certain
Yes.
age. It was just a little bit more difficult.
Mhm.
So coming to Canada and immigrant, sometimes people put aside and goals just to survive. I put away my dreams and my goals aside so I could find a job, I could pay bills, and so I could live. But after years of doing multiple jobs here and there, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. It was actually affecting me physically, mentally, and emotionally, and it was causing a strain on the family. And I had a very serious conversation with my husband about it. And if, as a matter of fact, if it weren't for him, I would not have gone to the studio. He just got up one day and said to me, Selena, why don't you just do what you love? And I said, do what I love, yes, but what I love doesn't bring me to the table right away. It takes time. But he just looked at me and he said, listen, you got my support. You have me 150%. If I got to take on an extra job to extra bills in this house, I'll do it because if you're not happy, then we're not happy. So I had that support from him and it just made me jump right in just like that. And when he saw me the first day that I went into the studio, he said to me, you are a complete different person. It was like a light shining out of me. So I'm just happy that I'm doing what I've always wanted to do now.
Right.
And I'm focused and I'm determined to keep going because I feel like so much weight has been lifted off my shoulder. I'm so much more happier now. And that's what life is all about. Life is short, right? You just got to do what makes you happy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, you did say your husband is the best.
He is the best. I have
You
to
know,
work. He is.
Big up hobby on the outside.
He is.
So Hermina, you also have an EP out or a single out right
Yes,
now.
I do. It's a remix of a song called Complicated by Avril Lavigne. I just let it out on the 23rd, 23rd, 24th, somewhere around there. So it's on YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud, every music platform. It's out there on it.
All right.
okay. And Hermina, are you in Canada as well?
Yes, I am. I'm
Okay.
in Canada.
All right. So we have 3 Canadians hailing on the stage, and we have a Dominican. Okay.
So I think we gotta go to a commercial break. So from our sponsor sitting right there, Miss
Okay.
Beautiful Hagana. So we'll be back in a short while.
I tell no lie, I ready to jam on something. I tell no lie, I'm in cities and the pumping road. But I refuse to let this stop me, no. No, I'm open by the inside. Oh, yeah, yeah. I see my demise, no. Look me and them in the sky. Oh, yeah, yeah. My soca is lifelong. So I go jump around with no body. Watch out.
Welcome back from commercial. So make sure you listen in for all of the questions that we're asking our guests tonight because the answers to the questions are embedded in what they say to win those gifts. So I have a question for the panel. And that question is, what made you jump out and okay, well, we talked about why you do what you do, but what made you jump out and start? Just start. That's my question.
Anybody?
Anybody. So if I can rephrase, so we heard from Hagana, we heard from Selena, Janice as well. But what made you just want to do it, the passion behind it. I know that Selena talked about a little bit about her history about it, but there's a little bit more that you can share with the audience.
I was not happy. I
You were
was
not
miserable.
Go ahead.
I was miserable. I was just trying to do what everybody else thought I should do instead of doing what I know I should do.
mm-hmm.
And sometimes we listen too much to outside forces instead of following your heart and your dream, and then you just lose sight of everything because you're trying to please everybody else except yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I was just miserable, literally, and I was miserable. I was miserable. My kids were miserable, so I had to just go out and do it, regardless of what, because I knew that was my feeling. I had to do it. I believe I was born to do it, so I had to follow the dream.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to jump in if that's okay.
Of course.
Well, for me, I stepped back from singing because I felt there were bigger and better guns in the game, and I had other passions. I had other things, other career loves that I pursued, and I always had an ambition to fulfill a dream of perhaps running other organizations, doing functions, um, doing nonprofit work. And most of all, I had a deep sense inside of me that the Most High, the Creator, wanted me to do something with myself. I had a fire inside of me, a heart to do good and give. And so I pursued, nonprofit work. And in some ways, when I speak, it's like singing, but in a different format. So really, when you ask what made you go out there and do it, really, it's an ambition, a passion, a drive, something inside of you that just wants to say, you know, go out there. There's so much out there. Just go out there and do whatever it is that you feel the desire inside of you. So
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, for me, it was always my dream to become a singer. From since I remember since I was a child, I used to stay home and sing all the time, and I would listen to Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin on the radio, and I would say, "Wow, I want to be just like them when I grow up. This is what I want to do." And it was always my dream, my passion to be a singer. That's
and
what.
you're a good one.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what
Yeah. So I know Hegana, you were saying you went into a little bit more detail, and I just wanted the other ladies to kind of expound on why they went into it, but you gave us more detail. And I just wanted to make that point also to highlight the fact that women are resilient. Like all of you have these stories of resilience and why you went into what you're doing right now. And you're not only doing your passion, but you also had the side thing, or this could be the side thing, or you're doing something additional. You're not just doing this. I hear a teacher, I hear someone's doing scholarships. So I would like Janice to also expound on that, the scholarships, things that you're doing. Miss Selena, you're also an entrepreneur, right? So there's so many other things going on. And, I'm in awe with all of you ladies tonight, so thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, ladies, Jan explained her shyness and how when she gets on the stage, she just feels free. Again, I can't include you in that. Let's say after a stressful day of teaching and having to go do your dance therapy, do you guys all agree with what Jan said? Like you feel free, like there's no worries, just in total control of everything around you.
Yes, of course,
Yeah.
most definitely. When a stressful day for me is dealing with my kids at home, I mean, they're grown now, but getting them ready for school because my son is still in 12, he's still in grade 6. Getting to school, I teach first grade, so I have 5 and 6 year olds in my head on me all over the place. Then sometimes it depends on what I do. Sometimes I tutor after school. I'm also part of a dance group called Sankofa. Sometimes we have dance class. And then I come to dance therapy and I just let it all out. I dance. I dance until sometimes I forget I'm teaching the class and I get carried away. I think I'm on stage performing. You can ask my clients, they'll be like, "You're so dressed up." I'm like, "Yes." It's not just coming to dance and exercise. I feel like I'm on stage, I'm performing. So it just releases everything. Everything it just releases.
It does.
You know what somebody said to me about you? You can have children. I was like, yeah, she's on the show. I just know how to just dance.
A lot of people don't believe I have a daughter who's going to be 20 in a few weeks in university.
Wow.
Yes. And my son is 12. I know. I thank you. Dancing is what makes me look like I'm 21. But yes, I do have kids.
So anybody else want to expound on that? Maybe Selena, you want to expound on that?
What was the question again?
About being. It wasn't really a question. It was more like saying the freeness.
Oh, relieving stress. Yes.
Yeah, on stage or performing.
My go-to I have very long days. I braid from home. Sometimes these type of braid take me up to 12 hours to get done. And my go-to is always music. Right. I have my headphones. As soon as I'm feeling stressed and I'm feeling like everything is gonna fall apart, I just grab my headphones, I put some music on, or I grab a book and a pen and I start writing. So it's therapeutic. So you understand, if you actually are in love with something that you do, it will actually bring you joy when you feel like everything is falling apart. So that's what I normally turn to. My music, yeah. I understand what you're saying.
That's best. Jay, before you say anything, like I've interviewed a lot of ladies, and every woman that's, well, maybe not every woman, but at least 85% of the women that came on here all have a side hustle.
Oh yeah.
You guys manage your normal day-to-day work,
life, yeah,
kids, side hustles.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
I probably got the most.
Yeah.
Plus, there are
I got them.
I got two side hustles, and after I come home, and if I have to go perform, I go do it and come back and sleep and get up and do it again the next day.
So we want to have the competition game. Who has the most side hustles here?
No,
How many hats do you
doubt.
Janice said she has the most.
How many hats do you wear, Janice? How many hats do you wear?
How many hats?
Pardon me?
How many hats do you wear?
About 7.
Whoa, what?
I thought I was bad.
It's the truth, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she's still smiling. And someone said there was a comment that came up about Janice always looked ready for Hollywood from way back. True artist. I understand the shy, but they were too. But even though you have so many side hustles, you look like you're always ready for Hollywood. And I guess that's the look we want to give people, right? Although we're doing so much.
Well, my mother always taught us one thing. On your worst day, you have to look your best.
Always look your best.
Always look your best. And I always remembered when I was growing up, one morning, there was nothing to eat, right? There was nothing. I swear, there was nothing. My mother ironed our uniforms. We were nicely dressed. Mm-hmm. Then she went in the kitchen, she took some oil, right? And she shined me up. Mm-hmm. And she shined us up. She says, go up there. When you get to school, you drink some water. Go and have a good day. And so that stuck with me, man. I swear, I was nicely dressed, nothing inside, but my face was shining. You would swear and say, I had the best meal that day. And so it stuck with me. On your worst day, you dress the best, you always smile and be kind. It's
Yes.
important.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yes.
It's
so true.
important.
So true. There was a comment that came across the screen. Apparently, Miss Hermina, you cook? You're an excellent cook. Is that one of your side hustles?
That's one of my side hustles. Oh yes.
All right.
Nigel, anytime you come Canada, you know where to get the best bakes and saltfish. And myself. Mm.
So
So
I'm taking notes. I hope the viewing audience is taking notes as well. And so
yeah,
then we're gonna get
let's
some.
give them more.
Bakes and saltfish.
Let's give them a question. Let's give
Pilau.
somebody a question.
You get it.
So we have a voice note in the back. Maybe we can see if the people in the back can cue that up. There's a voice note. Let's see. I don't know if it's for the guests or if it's for a mother that they're shouting out. So we'll give them some time to cue that up and they'll let us know. But let's move on with the interview. I'm excited. This is such a fun show for me. Like all these beautiful
well,
women on the panel.
I wanna put a question out there for one of the gifts that we have in place.
Sure.
Anyone could name one of the side hustles for any of the guests on our panel. You got to give the name of the person and their side hustle. You could text it to the number on the screen, Nika, please, or you could send us a voice note, and we will display the winner of that particular question next week show. All right. So, ladies, is it fair to say everybody here has their mom present with them? Like,
Yep, my still alive.
all right.
My
So,
mom's gone.
yeah, well, my condolences.
Yes.
My mom's gone too, so don't feel no way. Okay, but if you had to, because tomorrow is Mother's Day, if you had to describe your mother, one word, what would it be?
Mine is an angel. She saves me every time. She saves my life, no matter what's going on, whatever it is that I need. She's always there. It doesn't matter if I'm sick. She's cleaning the house. She's getting my food. She's cooking my food. She wants to do everything for me. She doesn't want a fly to touch me. So
Nice.
mom is the best angel, best angel in the world. Yes,
Nice.
that's my.
My mom is definitely a giver. Sometimes I have to ask her to be a little bit selfish because she just keeps giving and giving and giving. And I just think it's in her nature to do that. And she gives me so much sometimes. I'm so thankful for her because sometimes I'm here stuck working all day long and she asks me, what's your schedule like for tomorrow? And I'll be like, I have a long break. And she's like, okay, I'm going to go to the grocery store. I could cook some curry chicken, have the kids come and pick it up. And that's just my mom. She's just always there to help me no matter what. Sometimes I don't really need the help, but she's always there to help. She's always giving. That's my mother. She's a giver, always giving.
Nice. See, and you get the blessings from her giving. So
Yes.
let her give. Hey, Ghana, or
Yeah, so my mom is a hard worker. She moved out of state when I was 7, but she's always been a part of my life. But the real person that I grew up with is my grandmother, and I call her the jack of all trades. She's a hustler. She can paint, she can cook, she can. Last week we power washed our yard, and she's 80 something years old. My grandmother and I power wash. So she taught me like there's no excuse to not do anything. I'm a woman. That's not an excuse. Get up and do it. So that's my mentality. Get up and do it.
Yeah.
You made a TikTok video with your grandmother, right?
That same grandmother.
So he looks like a hustler.
That same, that same grandmother.
That video is the best. Sorry, that video is the best.
Ma Olive.
Oh my God. Sugar J, you want to say anything about your mom?
Well, my mother was definitely a fighter, you
Right.
know, one of the best women I'd ever known. So may she rest in peace. Mother's Day, we just went to the grave today. But my mother was an all-rounder. My mother was the framer of the town. She would make pictures into frames. They at those days they would cut the glass and they would, she would frame and then we'd go and sell. And then she would also do painting. It didn't matter. My mother was also a jack of all trades,
Right.
and she was a beautiful woman, with a beautiful figure. And she had all the men heads turning.
Oh boy.
Definitely. My mother was definitely a trendsetter, and she was a beautiful woman. So, yeah.
Nice.
I
Fire.
can tell, Janice, because you're beautiful. I can tell you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Carry the traits of the mom.
Right.
Thank you.
Joel, you want to say anything about your mom?
Yeah. You know what? I call my mother the virtuous woman. She is virtuous. She's next to, she told me she wanted to be a nun when she was younger.
Oh wow.
She wanted to be a nun, and she's just that. She is also all of the things that these ladies described. That's how virtuous she is. She's everything packed in one. To me, she could do no wrong. So
Aw.
glad to have her with me. I went to brunch with her this morning, and I'm blessed to have her as my mother. Thank you for asking. Yeah.
Nice. Now maybe we can get to that.
No. Hello. You can't just slide on by. You tell us what your mother was to you.
Yeah.
My mom was to me what she was to everybody else. A giver. Wouldn't take no for an answer. If she said she's going to get that done, she's going to get it done.
Mhm.
If she tell you she's going to get something, she's going to get it. She was just. My mom was a realist. That's the way I could put off in one word, a realist. She just kept it real. She spoke the way she felt, no filter. That's where I get it from. Just a beautiful person.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
yeah. Now we can get to the voice note.
Oh, in the back. Thank you.
Yeah. Wake up, Micah.
They're ready. So we're looking for the voice note
Because
from the WhatsApp number that we had. There was a voice note that came through, and we're ready for it. The people in the back.
okay, I guess they still
No?
see.
All right.
So anyway, what are you ladies doing for Mother's Day tomorrow?
Sleeping.
Whoa, what's sleeping?
I'm going to brunch.
I don't sleep.
I was supposed to perform tomorrow, but because I had a bad cold, I can't sing. So I have to stay home. I was going to take my mom, and my mom is right now, she's sick. She's upstairs. She's not feeling too well. So I gave her what I got. So I didn't mean to, but it happened.
It happened.
Yeah.
So I have to get up tomorrow. I'll make her breakfast in bed and bring it up for her. That's what I can do. I'm gonna take care of her. It's my turn to take care of her now.
That's what the son and the husband supposed to do that tomorrow, and
Well, we'll see.
So then
My husband was sick also, so
okay. Oh, see.
yeah.
All you guys are sick.
Everybody, all three was sick, but I don't know if my son's gonna get it.
Wow. Okay.
and the dogs. Yes.
Okay. So I think the voice note is
The
being
voice note is
played.
playing, but I don't know why it's playing over us, guys.
The best. Yes, your eldest, Hernika.
Sorry for that. That was playing in the back. We did not hear that voice note. Technical difficulties or technicians in the back. Can you guys pay attention, please? Can we play the voice note again because we did not hear anything, and that was very rude. Voice note, thank you.
I just want to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers on the panel. But I'd like to single out my sister, Hegana. I wanted to know that she's doing an amazing job. We're so proud of her with everything that she's done and she keeps on doing for the children and the dogs. Yes, the dogs. But just letting you know, I love you and keep doing what you're doing because I'm the best. Yes, your eldest, Hernita.
Remember when I said it takes a village?
Yeah.
That's the chief of the village.
Oh, okay.
She thinks she's the boss.
She thinks she's the boss. Eh?
She's the eldest.
Happy Mother's Day, Hanika. So yeah, Jen, what are your plans tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow I am going to the CDOA branch.
Right.
I'm taking my sister and my niece, and we are going to have a field day.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll also be down there too. At the CBOA. Should be right there.
I wanted to know a little bit more about Swinging Janice, about your scholarship fund. If you could tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, the Swinging Janice Scholarship Foundation was founded in 2012. At the time, I had it very small, and in 2020, I decided to go public. I decided to go nonprofit. So it is a registered nonprofit organization. In 2020, we were able to sponsor 18 high school students that would allow them a scholarship for 5 years, and they can buy their books, their parents can pay their buses, and it would give them a better chance, not only the financial aspect of it, but a chance in itself to see that somebody cares. I mean, to know that they are getting a scholarship so they can do well, they can excel. And so that's what really the idea behind the foundation. This year, we've added 7 new scholarships. So we will have a total of 25 students to date. And hopefully, by the end of 5 years, we see that we may have over 100 students in Dominica being sponsored. And that is my dream and my goal.
Nice.
Nice.
Great job. So this is a Dominican scholarship. It's not Canadian. It's not kids over here are not eligible to apply for that.
Well, actually, kids over here have a better chance.
Okay.
So it is an international scholarship foundation or an international scholarship fund. We have decided to extend Haiti and Jamaica. But right now, I have decided privately to sponsor 1 child from Jamaica at the moment. This year, in 2022, the first child will be sponsored. And the reason for that is because that child's mother got murdered, and the grandmother came to me, and I felt in my heart that something should be done to help that child. So the first child will be sponsored because it is an international organization. So perhaps next year, if things get better, we can look at Haiti. But at the moment, it's predominantly Dominicans.
Okay. Thank you. And we'll take your information sometime maybe after the show so we can share it on our social media as well. So the Dominican children, students over there can benefit from your scholarship. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Joe, you have any questions for the audience?
Yeah, well, Yeah, well, this is one of the questions. So I hope you were listening to Swing and Janice's answer to that question, and that was about the scholarship. So I'm not going to ask it again. It was about the scholarship. Where, okay, maybe I should ask the actual question.
Yeah.
Where, where is the scholarship primarily being focused on? Yes, that's the question.
Oh, and then we can say what they can win.
That's right. Ah, so
Oh, so you want to do that?
let's do
Yeah.
that. Let's say that. What can we win if we answer that question?
2 tickets to either their choice, the red and white ball, or the all white.
Ah,
So when is this all white taking place?
The all white is August 1st, 2022,
Caravana weekend.
I guess.
Caravana weekend.
All right. So you answer that, and you have a choice for the all white or the
The red and white ball,
which takes place in.
December 10th, 2022.
All right.
Christmas.
So answer the right question and answer the question correctly and get that up. For the first one, no, I don't feel fair. Like I should have said something. maybe we could make the first one for what for Hegana, right?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
So for the first question, which I can't remember what it was now. Oh yeah,
You know what?
one of the
Hold that thought.
was
Hold that thought because we're going to take a quick break. And once we play the commercial ad, then you can ask that question. Stay with us.
I tell no lie, I ready to jam on something. I tell no lie, I'm in cities and the pumping on. But I refuse to let this stop me, no. No, I'm open by night side. Oh yeah, yeah, let's see my demise, no. Look beyond them in the sky. Oh yeah, yeah, my soca is lifelong. So I go down for room with no party. Watch out.
Yes, every time I see that commercial ad, I just want to copy what Hegana is doing in that dance move. Thank you, Hegana, for sponsoring Dissect Show. Navi, do you have that question ready?
yeah. So that question was if you could tell us one of the women on the panel what their name is and their side hustle, then you could win the package to HD dance therapy
Yes,
in Dominica. So I guess you have to be in Dominica to answer that question.
absolutely.
Very, very easy. And we still have one more gift to give away. We also have some pictures that we got to present. So while the guys in the back gets ready for that, I guess we'll go to our next question. So we know, Swing and Jay, you got the events coming up, Caravana weekend, also December 10th. Is there anything else coming up that we should look forward to?
Well, we also have a dance coming up for the independence, but that is still in the works.
Oh, okay.
We're trying to figure out if we're going to have a show or a dance. So,
Okay.
Is that in November?
in November, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm not of Dominican descendant, but since I've been doing this show, I've been learning things about Dominica, and I know that your independence is in November. So, yeah, so I feel like I've been adopted somehow by the Dominicans. So,
Yep.
You got 4 nationalities now.
right?
So, Selena, any upcoming performances for the summer or big events?
Yes, I think I have 2 in motion that they're waiting for back to the regard. And I'm also working on new music. I'm working on an EP to be exact. I was keeping it secret, but I just tell it right now. So you are asking if I will what I'll be doing tomorrow. I will actually be in the studio recording. 'Cause I'm working on something that's gonna showcase different sides of me and the versatility of my voice and my craft.
Nice.
And I'm excited about it. It's gonna be a big deal. So yeah, stay tuned and wait for it. It's gonna be well worth it.
So what are you putting your hands into different genres? Is that what's going on there? Or
A mixture, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Because as I told you, I was telling Jewel the last time I spoke with her, I don't want to just be classified as as this particular singer,
right?
because I love music and not just reggae, it's not just R&B, it's music. So I try to show my fans just how versatile I am and that I can sing, I can go fast, I can go slow, I can go high, I can go low. I just want to show all of me.
Very nice.
Thank you.
So hey Ghana, maybe you could tell us what does a package entail? Like what comes with a package to HD therapy?
Well, they'll have a month of experience, dance therapy experience. They get 2 days a week of classes. It's from 6 to 7, and they just get to experience the holistic idea of Dr. H.D. dance therapy. That's what they'll be getting.
Nice. So I think we have those pictures ready, and you know, these pictures is actually Dissect presented a mother in Dominica with some presents, like we're doing for you viewers tonight, and really hope men, you guys could call into it for your wives, right?
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
win a present for your wife. Okay, don't just sit there and tell her, "This you watching that." You know what I mean? Call in, win something for your wife.
Wife or your sister, your
Your
auntie, or
sister,
your
your mother, just somebody in your life. So these are some of the pictures that was taken, and thanks to quick delivery for getting that to the client,
That's nice.
or should I say, the person for us, and that's on.
Oh, nice. It's
Yeah,
an edible arrangement, fruit basket.
right.
Oh. So, where was this from, Navi?
This is from well, quick delivery wrote it. Nigel actually has more information about
Oh,
that, so big up to Nigel for doing that as well. And yeah, so
so
we want to
is
do that for your wives or your sister, your grandmother. So
yes in Dominica. Is quick delivery something like a Uber in Dominica?
something, yeah, like a delivery service, but yeah, like I guess you could say like a Uber Eats type of thing,
Okay.
Nice.
like that. So yeah, you guys should check them out too if you want to get stuff for your family back home. Do that. You
So
can order from wherever and they pick it up and get it there.
we have one more gift to give away.
Yeah, we have one more.
So what kind of questions are we going to ask these guys? These
You know,
these competitors.
I have an idea. Why don't we get pressure on the ladies? Ladies, since you guys don't feel pressure, you have 7 hats and
Oh yeah, it's easy.
So, there's no pressure, raising kids and having all these hustles. Why don't we choose one of you guys to ask a question for our next gift? I'm saying, not a good idea. Maybe. Somebody.
Okay, I know. I have a question. What advice would you give to a new mother in this modern time? What advice would you give to a new mother raising their child in this day and age where there's so many things happening? What advice would you give to a brand new mother? And that's for the last prize. The last.
That's for the panel or that's for the audience?
I don't know. No, this is advice. So the question is, moms are going to answer. Our moms on our show is going to answer, and you're going to give one of the response. So the person who is trying to win is going to give one of the responses from our panelists.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, ladies.
I would say to a new mom to be consistent. Be consistent in whatever that you decide to do in raising. Be consistent, be loving, and most of all, be there, be present. Things might get hectic, things might get frustrating, but overall, be patient. So the entire package, be patient, be loving, be consistent, and well rounded, no matter what. And the most important is be present, be there.
Thank you, sweet Janice.
I like that.
Anyone
I can
else?
go. I would say to a new mom, um, not to be too hard on yourself. It's when you're a new mom, it's a brand new experience. You've never had a child, you've never had a crying baby. It's hard to communicate with a crying baby. You feed them, they still cry. You change them, they still cry. They can't speak to you. But sometimes I'm remembering from when I was a new mom, it was pretty hectic. And everybody had something to say, oh, this is what you should do if this is what happened. But really and truly, everybody's story is completely different. So you got to do what works best for you, and you got to get to know what, and you need a break. You need to ask for help. You also need to prioritize things. If you don't get to wash the dishes, it's okay. If you don't get to do the laundry, it's okay. You got to rest, and put you and your baby first. That's what I would say to a mom.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I would say to make sure don't forget about yourself. You know,
Mhm.
you have to remember if you're not healthy, you can't take care of the baby.
Exactly.
You gotta take care of you, and then you can think of everybody else after. But babies need all our attention when they're just born. So
Mhm.
you have to rest.
Rest.
Make sure you rest, and make sure you have people there to help you so you can rest
Yes.
also.
Excellent.
I'll say get you a village. Get you a village. Because trust me, you're gonna need the help. You're gonna need the breaks. You're gonna need the moral supports. You're gonna need somebody to cry to when your baby's not sleeping. You will call your friend at 3 in the morning. Listen, my baby's not sleeping. Can we just talk? Get you a village. Get you some trusted people that you can trust in your circle.
Yep.
Thank you.
Nice answers there. So one of those answers from the ladies could be your question. You don't have to say the whole thing, okay? You could just
Just one.
take something from what they said. All right, and you guys could always go back and watch the video, and we will present the winners of these gifts next week. And one gift is coming from Swinging Janice. One gift is coming from Hegana, and the whole sponsor vibes tonight. And of course, the other gift is coming from Proper Things, which is based in Texas. And once you win it, she's actually going to give you a design to choose what you want, whatever country you're from. It will represent that type of thing. So big up to Proper Things for that as well. So
Well, I can donate 2 CDs to give away to
More gifts.
there you go.
We need another question.
So,
We need another question.
so before we wrap up, let's see what we could come up with. Okay, I got it. Oh no, we already asked that question. That's a side hustle question I was gonna ask.
Um, okay. So let's see. We've asked.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah. If you could name something the ladies said tonight about their mother, when the question was, "What does your mother mean to you?" If you guys, again, you can rewind the videos. I mean, go back and watch, not rewind. We passed rewind stage, but you can go back and watch. You can go back and watch. Dissect and get these answers. So, if you could name what one of the ladies said, what their mom meant to them in one word, then again, you put the lady's name from the panel and the answer, and yeah,
Yeah.
I think that works.
That works.
Right. So, ladies, on that note, again, happy
Thanks,
Mother's Day.
Donella.
Happy Mother's Day. Oh, your big sister's there begging you.
It's true.
I know we didn't even check Facebook for questions or
Oh,
comments.
yeah.
I see my co-founder is there in Facebook as well, Donella Riviere,
Manila.
DR, the doctor.
Yeah, so let everybody on Facebook go up and big up the mothers on the panel. If we have any questions in the back, like I guess you could pop it on the screen. Pretty sure there's probably like a whole bunch of questions. So if you could pop one on the screen, and maybe you could get get them involved before we leave.
And that's my other daughter, Tunili.
Right.
Tunili has 6 kids.
God, that is my mom.
Nice. And I hope you wish your mom happy Mother's Day and take care of your mom tomorrow for Mother's Day, all right? What we got here?
Yes.
My village is tuning in.
All of the big ups. So happy Mother's Day. Sorry, LOL. They thought they were late. Maybe they're coming in now. So let's look at the Facebook. All right. Just looking to see.
Let's see what I got on my screen.
So daughters are saying happy Mother's Day. All right. Okay. Any voice notes in the back before we log off?
There was a question just
Oh, there was a
Question,
question.
what was the most difficult thing being a mom?
Putting yourself first. Putting yourself first. That's the most difficult thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's difficult.
That's very difficult.
Yeah.
Everything is about the baby.
Everything is about them.
Everything is
Everything is about everybody else except you.
They're older. Everything is still about them. Mine
Yep.
is 21, and everything is still about him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, I can agree as a dad. I could agree. You put it down, you can't turn away from
Always about them.
it. Yeah.
Sure.
It never ends. They always will be your baby, no matter what.
Yep. That's facts. All
That
right.
is-
Well, on that note, ladies, thank you. I had fun. I
Thank
learned a lot about
Yes.
you guys, and
Thank you.
that's some
Thank you.
woman power right there going on.
Yeah.
You guys,
Thank you.
you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Right,
I just want to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the world
right.
Yeah.
and to all the
Mother's
ladies
Day.
on the panel.
Happy Mother's
Nice meeting you guys.
Thank you.
Nice to meet
Thank
you
you.
guys.
It was
Happy
nice
Mother's
to
Day
meet
to
you
you all.
guys.
Before you guys leave, I know,
Yes.
like I asked earlier about your mothers. If you guys want to shout out to any mothers beside your mother, maybe best friend, sister, go ahead and do that. Jay, let's start with you, and we'll go right back on.
Well, there are too many to mention, so I'll say happy Mother's Day to the entire universe, really, because the universe is huge. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the world, all the mothers in Dominica, and all the mothers who actually hold down the fort. And to all the nice, beautiful ladies on the panel, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Ghana, you have to big up the village.
I have to call my village. I am not going to single anybody out because I might miss the chief and she will not be pleased. But happy Mother's Day to my village, and to all the mothers out there. I know sometimes it might be hard, but we just keep pushing. Our kids, for our kids, we're gonna keep pushing, and they're our light at the end of the tunnel, and we're just gonna keep going for them. So happy Mother's Day, everybody!
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, where you were a biological mother, whether you adopted a child, whether you're an aunt acting as a mother, a grandmother doing the role of a mother, as long as you're there for anyone who is playing the role of a mother. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the women on the panel.
Nice.
Thank you,
And Miss Hermina Joy.
Pamela.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the universe, in the world, and Dominica, my grandmother Renee, my mother Bernadette, my cousin Yvonne, my best friend Jackie and Leslie, Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies on the panel and the host also. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm one of those mothers that don't have any biological children, but I have many children because I also work in the school system. So
There you go.
many children that I
There
do.
you go. Happy Mother's Day, Joe.
All right, ladies, thank you again for joining us, and I will see you guys soon.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Come check me for the CDs, okay?
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
So
Thank you.
I will try to remember these questions again and ask it, and then give you guys.
Okay.
We will.
All right, ladies, thanks for joining us.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Sure.
So that was beautiful panel with some beautiful women. Miss Hermina George, Selena, Igana Dorival, Swinging Janice. The stories, the hustle.
Yes.
Man, ladies, fellas, you know what? Ladies are strong. Make sure you guys participate, all right? One of the questions was if you can name one of the side hustles of the ladies, and that will get you a gift from Proper Things or a gift from HD Therapy, HD Dance Therapy, or a gift from Swingin' Janice, which present 2 tickets, either for the red and white ball or the all white Caribana weekend. And Miss Hermina George is also given 2 CDs. So if you could name the side hustle, that would be a ticket for you. If you could name what their mother meant to them, and put their name next to the answer, that's also a present. You remember the other 2?
What advice, and one of the questions was, what advice would you give to a new mother?
Right.
And
So
the first question, you asked the first question on the top of the show.
yeah.
But you know what? If they're listening to the show, they would have heard that question.
Go back again. Like I said earlier, rewind.
Yeah, way back.
Thank you for joining us here on Dissect. I had fun. I hope you guys had fun. I know Jay had fun.
I sure did.
Yep. And we will see you guys next week. You guys have a blessed week, a blessed weekend. Wednesday at 8 p.m. Don't forget Mr. Anthony Drago, TDN TV, or TDN Fish Streams. It's all about This Week in Interview. Stay tuned for the next video for next week's guest.
I tell no lie, I ready to jam on something. I tell no lie, I'm in cities and the pumping boy. But I refuse to let this stop me, no. No, I'm a bad boy like inside. Oh yeah, yeah, let's see my demise, no. Look beyond them in the sky. Oh yeah, yeah, my soca is lifelong. So I go jump around with no pattern. Watch your mouth.
Hi guys, hi J-Bug. So this is Jody, your favorite natural hair guru from JD's Naturals, and I am inviting you to the Dissect show on Saturday, May 14th. So come support the vibe, show some love. We're gonna be talking about what JD's Naturals has been doing since we've last been on the show. We'll be talking about our lovely products, some new ones, and how you can get your hands on them from anywhere in the world. Don't miss it.